taking steps to stop the small-scale production of meth. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pennsylvania State Representative Marguerite Quinn. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, let's talk about some of the dangers associated with methamphetamines in communities, because we're not only talking about the dangers associated with meth being out on the street, people having access to an illegal substance, we're also talking about hazmat situations in communities across the Commonwealth.
Absolutely, and we've seen it right here in Bucks County. You know, making this drug or cooking it can be done, you know, without a lot of sophistication. It can be done in a kitchen, a back garage or something. But the chemicals involved in it really do create a hazmat situation, and the mitigation of the area, you know, the physical space, that's a whole problem in and of itself, not to mention the drug addiction, the drug abuse.
And let's focus on the connection between pseudoephedrine, ephedrine, and the production at a small scale of meth. There is a connection there. People can go in and purchase these products legally from a drugstore and use them for illegal purposes.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been a long time practice, unfortunately, and there are, in fact, state and federal laws that are in effect right now that limit the quantity that anybody could go in and purchase. If you're going into a drugstore right now, you will be limited to a box, and you have to show your ID, and they log what you purchase.
So that's how it works right now, but you actually have a bill that would call for the real-time accounting of purchases in terms of pseudoephedrine and ephedrine. Why is that important in terms of finding out who's buying it and when?
Why it's important is because though one store could limit what you're buying, let's go out into any intersection right now and you could find, you know, there's multiple drugstores, even in our grocery stores. So actually there's been a practice, it's called smurfing, where a team of people could come into an area. If there's 5 in that team, they could get 5 boxes at one store, go to the next, get another 5, etc. What my bill would do is enter Pennsylvania into what's called the National Precursor Log Exchange, or NPLEX, and it's a national database that would keep real-time tracking. As you would go to buy that box of Sudafed or Claritin, whatever it is, you're already giving your license. This time the pharmacist would put it into the computer, assuming they're on a computer. We recognize some parts of rural Pennsylvania don't have it. And that would then pop up at the next Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, whatever it is, saying, whoops, she just bought this, don't sell it. Our state troopers, law enforcement, would also be able to have access to that database. It would be very secure and, you know, stop that smurfing practice.
And as you mentioned, there's the National Precursor Log Exchange. 28 states are currently in this exchange in terms of this database. So is Pennsylvania, in your opinion, lagging behind in terms of tracking information?
No, I think what we're doing, it's antiquated. I don't want to say lagging behind, but we can definitely make it better. This is newer technology. It's not going to cost Pennsylvania. It's not going to cost the consumer.
Then who pays for it?
The manufacturers are paying it. They do not want the product that they've designed for one use being used for another use. They're in the health market. They recognize the ills of meth from a physical, personal, and hazmat situation, and they want to be able to maintain their drugs being bought over the counter in a safe way.
And I want to quickly get to where this stands right now, because this has already passed the House.
Correct. It's House Bill 602. It passed the House in March. It awaits action in the Senate.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Marguerite Quinn. I'm Jill Horner.